Hello everyone, and welcome to the Excellence Through Quality Improvement Project's Collaborative Community of Practice site tour and tutorial. This video will provide you with an overview of what you can find on the E-QIP Community of Practice, as well as a general overview of how you can start to use the online platform. The Excellence Through Quality Improvement Project, or E-QIP, is a partnership project between Addictions and Mental Health Ontario, Canadian Mental Health Association Ontario Division, as well as Health Quality Ontario. The purpose of the project is to build the capacity of those working in the community mental health and addiction sector in Ontario of how to implement and use quality improvement tools and methods to improve their programs and services for the clients that we serve throughout the province. One of the resources that this project has been able to develop is this online community of practice, and the overall goals of this is to have a place where folks in the sector can come and learn about quality improvement work that's happening in the sector, as well as gain access to resources that can help them implement quality improvement methods and tools in their work. We also want to make this an online platform where people can come and engage in discussion with one another, as well as ask questions and receive answers from those using quality improvement methods currently and have the expertise in how to apply this in a community-based setting. So this is really the overall goal of our community of practice, is to have a place where people can come and share ideas, knowledge, and get questions answered, as well as have access to meaningful resources that can help them in their work. So we will begin this video with a short tour of what you can expect to find on the site. And so when you access the site, this is the first landing page that you'll see. There is a series of tab options that you can click on. So we'll go through each of them, and I will provide an overview of what you can find at each tab. So the first tab is our home screen, and this provides a really high-level overview and description of what the Excellence Through Quality Improvement project is. The About tab provides a more detailed description of the E-QIP project, who the directors and coaches are, the advisory committee, information about the project partners, some information on how to stay connected with the project, as well as our social media information where you can get up to date on the project deliverables and status. The next tab is the Forum tab, and we'll talk about how to use this more and how to engage with others shortly in the tutorial portion of this video. But you will see here that there are several discussion threads that you can participate in. The first one that most people will have access to is our general discussion for quality improvement in our sector. If you click on that, you'll see that there are 2 threads that are started that you will have access to, but you are welcome to start your own thread, and we encourage you to check back on this site to see what other threads have been started. The calendar aspect of the community of practice provides information on upcoming events and past events of quality improvement related training sessions, information sessions, other types of knowledge transfer events that may be useful to you in your quality improvement journey. And we are open to adding events that you think may be of use either on a local level, regional level, or a provincial level. We will add these with some descriptions and registration information if you provide them to the E-QIP email address that we'll provide to you later on in this tour and tutorial video. The next section is our sector initiatives section, and this area of the COP talks about initiatives happening on a provincial level that relate to quality improvement in the community mental health and addiction sector. So you can see we have the initiatives that were suggested to us to add to the site listed here. And if you click on each of them, you'll see a description of why they were added to the site and their role in quality improvement, if they have a relation to the E-QIP project, as well as what the relevance is to the community mental health and addiction sector. The next tab looks at promising practices of quality improvement in the community mental health and addiction sector. So we have divided things by LIN, or local health integration network regions, so that we can provide information to you based on a regional level. We also have province-wide projects that impact the entire area of Ontario at the top. And if you click on your LIN or other LINs in Ontario, you'll see that specific quality improvement projects are described. We will be also adding promising practice profiles, where you'll be able to gain more insight into what the project did, what it accomplished, and the purpose of each of the projects. So you'll see that if you click on each of these LINs, all of the projects happening across the province related to quality improvement in the sector that have been receiving support from the Excellence Through Quality Improvement project are listed. We are also open to adding any other quality improvement work that you feel is relevant to the site and would be of interest to our members. So you can also email the E-QIP email address with suggested initiatives and promising practices that we can add. The next portion of the website is really our most popular area of the site, where people access the document library and our webinars. The first area is our document library, which lists resources, so tools and templates, as well as just reading material and educational material on quality improvement, so that you can gain knowledge and be able to access templates that can actually help you implement quality improvement in your work. So for example, we have all of our training materials available. So if you were part of the Introduction to Ideas program, we have all of the slide decks and the handouts and pre-work exercises. All of our webinars and presentations are documented in this library, so you can click on a certain webinar and you'll gain access to the recording as well as the PowerPoint presentation and any other resources that were mentioned in the webinar itself. In the Tools and Resources folder, you'll find general quality improvement resources, as well as resources divided by major phase in a QI traditional project. So you'll have planning tools and resources, diagnostic tools and resources, change ideas, data and performance measurement tools, as well as sustainability tools and resources. And let's say we want to look at change idea tools and resources. You'll have a driver diagram template, PDSA, or plan, do, study, act cycle tools. If we're interested in diagnostic tools and resources, there are several templates that the E-QIP project has been promoting, such as the Fishbone template and the Pareto chart template. And the final section of our website is looking at our series of webinars. You'll see here that we have a list of all of the webinars. If you click on each webinar, you'll get a description of what you can anticipate to find, as well as an embedded video where you can watch our YouTube link for each of the webinars that were recorded as part of the E-QIP program. And you can also get the slide decks on this portion of the website as well. So we're going to go now through some tips of getting started, but first I just want to mention some of the tips and tricks of using our online platform so that you can get the most out of it. So the first one is to actually log in. The login site is listed there. And so you would click on that link or copy and paste it into your browser and input your username or password, which I will show you what that screen will look like. So this is the login site. Your username is your email and your password should have been sent to you. If it hasn't, or if you're not a current member of our community of practice, you are welcome to email us so that we will send you login information, and that usually takes a couple of days. So our email is noted on this slide here, so please email if you need to get access to the site. We also note that the community of practice works a little bit better in Internet Explorer, but any other internet browser should work with the community of practice. You can also change the language settings to French by clicking here. And any of the content, not the downloads, but the content has all been translated into French. So I will show you what that would look like if we hit the button for French translation. So here you'll see that that page, their homepage, has been translated to French. And if you want to increase the font size, you are more than welcome to do that as well. You can click on what size you want the font to be, if that is useful for you. As well, any mobile device is compatible with our community of practice, so you can look at the site through a tablet, an iPad, or your mobile phone. So we're going to talk 3 big steps of how to start using the community of practice. The first one is to ensure that you have access to the site. So we've already been through what that login page looks like, and what your username is and what your password is will vary. But if you do not have the email letting you know what information to log in with, please again email the E-QIP email address on this slide. So we're going to learn 2 things. The first one is how to change your password from the default setting, and the second one is how to add information about yourself. So first you're going to want to click on your name on the top right-hand corner of the home page when you log in. And this will bring up your profile. So in order to change your email login password, so when you're logging in you will have a default password. If you want to change that password, you click on your profile and then you click on My Account. And then you click on Manage Password and you type in your current password, what you want your new password to be, and then you confirm it. And then you can change some information about yourself. So if you click on Manage Profile, you're able to change any name preferences that you have. You can add your address details, your contact information if you want people to be able to see your cell phone, for example, or your company website, you're able to add that. And then in preferences, you're able to add your biography, your preferred time zone, as well as you can upload a photo of yourself for people to be able to see you. And whenever you do change an area of your profile, just make sure that your settings are members only. The default is that no one is able to see changes that you make, so just make sure that, for example, if you input your biography, here that you click on the eye icon and click Members Only. And then when you're done updating your profile, you can click Update and it will save your changes. So that's really the keys to managing your own profile. And the next step is engaging with other community of practice members through the online forums. So we'll show you how to start a new thread with a question or topic that you want to talk about and get an answer to. We'll look at how to subscribe to threads that you're interested in, as well as how you can add friends and send direct messages. So if we go to the forum page, you'll see the screen that we viewed before when doing the tour, but you'll see that there is general discussion. So click on that. And this is where you'll be able to start your own thread. So you click New Thread. And your subject would be, let's say you had a question about advice on sustaining quality improvement projects. And then you can write a blurb under your question or your subject area indicating what exactly you're interested in learning about. And then you can click on your thread status as unresolved, and you submit the thread. So then you'll see that your new thread is posted here, and you'll be able to check back, and if you actually started the thread, you'll get email notifications when someone responds. So that's one way that you can start conversations. You can also just simply participate in conversations, and I'll show you how to do that. So you click on a thread. This thread is asking introductions to ideas participants to indicate how they've used their learnings in their work. You can read the first thread, and you can look at other comments, and you hit reply. And then a screen will pop up providing you with an opportunity to write an answer or potentially engage in conversation or ask additional questions through that specific thread. And we also wanted to understand how to subscribe to threads that you're interested in. So if you click on the forum button again, click on the general discussions. Let's click on the welcome forum. You can actually scroll down to the bottom and you click on the small bottom right checkbox here that will say email me when there's updates to the thread, and that will make sure that you are notified of when anybody has responded to this thread. And the last thing that will show you is how to add friends. So you can actually use this as a little bit of a Facebook type of account. So we will click on a user who has responded to a forum. If we're interested in learning more about them, we can add them as a friend, as well as we'll be able to see a photo, or if they have a biography, we'll be able to view that when you click on their email account as well. So those are just some ways to get started and starting to connect with people on the community of practice. Again, we're always open to questions or suggestions of the community of practice because we want it to be useful for the sector and for our community of practice members. So if you have any questions or suggestions, please email the E-QIP account that is noted on this slide. So we'd like to thank you for taking the time to get to understand our community of practice, and hopefully this video was helpful to you. We hope that you find this site enjoyable to use as well as useful for you, so that we can start using quality improvement across the community sector and improve mental health and addiction services for the clients that we are all so passionate about serving. Thank you very much.